What is up, you filthy, filthy motherfuckers? What's good, Tricks? So BEASTMOD is back here today, and I'm bringing you guys a 4.82 exploit part motherfucking 2. See, here's what's going on. Quit staring at my motherfucking pipe down there. I see you looking at that shit. Get off it. Here's what's going on, gang. There's a lot of videos out on what to do and how to break with the 4.82 exploit. What there is not that I've seen, a ton of good tutorials on what to do when that is done. Now here's the deal. I shouldn't be telling you this because you want to be jailbreaking motherfuckers make me a ton of money every month. I got to tell you, I get at least 5 counsels sent in a month from you knuckleheads that don't know what the fuck you're doing. So, and that contributes to my drinking money. I'm not going to lie. But I'm going to go ahead and forego that just to get rid of the aggravation. And I am going to show you guys today, step by step, once this motherfucker is jailbroken, exactly what you need to do, how to properly set it up on Dex, and how to get ready to install everything you want. I'm also going to provide the download link at the bottom of everything I use. It'll be set up. You will literally only have to copy this shit and put it onto your flash drive. So we're going to get started. We are going to pick up right from the jailbreak. If you don't know how to do that, watch the other fucking video. So this bad boy right here, I've already done the exploit on it. It is jailbroken. I have not turned it on. So it needs the firmware. I updated it to 4.82. I went ahead and used the exploit. So I'm going to take you over to the computer now, and I'm going to show you what I actually have on my thumb drive. Okay, so you'll notice on here, here's the flash hex, and that should be on the thumb drive. But I also have the firmware I'm going to install, and I also have all the packages that I am going to need to install. I've got Control Manager, Cappy, I've got the Stealth Patch, Ninja, Multi-Man. You know, different people install a different variety of shit. Some they still use, some they don't. This is more of a matter of habit. I know the shit works. I don't fuck with anything else. So this will be provided in the download link. All you'll have to do is copy all this shit and put it onto your thumb drive. So now, the firmware I am installing is 4.81.2 Rebug Rex. Right motherfucking here. That is already going to be provided in the download link of what you want. Don't be installing fucking Ferox and any of that bullshit. We're going to put these systems in, we're going to put them on Dex, and we're going to be done with this shit. So, again, everything that I install is already... Get the fuck up off me, man. Hang on. No, I don't want to save that shit. Everything that I wanted that you're going to need is going to be on this. Let me go ahead and delete that. And we're going to go over to the PS3 now. So, as I've showed you in previous videos, we're just going to install the firmware. Thumb drive in the right-hand socket. Now, here's the truth. You can put it in fucking either or. It just reads from the right first. But for the sake of this video, I've got it in the right-hand socket. So what you're going to do is hold and power on the button until it beeps, and it's going to shut the fuck off. As soon as it shuts off, we are going to quickly power it back on, holding the power button down. So we'll give it a second. And now we're going to listen for the double beep. And then you take your finger off of it. Now what's going to happen, you have to have your controller plugged in. Again, this is the same thumb drive I used for the exploit. I have everything on it that I just showed you on the computer. So we're going to go right up here. We are going to hit our start. We're going to go down to System Update. And of course it says install 4.82 or later, but we are going to be installing 4.81.2. So I will press the Start and Select button. The motherfucker's going to check for a minute and it's going to start to install. And the motherfucker is starting to install. So I'm going to let this shit install, and then we're going to pick it up from there. Okay, gang. So we are here now. Firmware is installed. And this is where most of you, not all of you, but a good portion of people fail. Now it's jailbroken, now it's sitting there, and now you have no fucking clue what to do. So, let me pull this out. Again, everything I need is on this thumb drive. It's the same one we had the flash hex on. I don't even need to pull it out. So I'm going to put it back in where it was, and we're going to proceed with business here. Let me get this motherfucker in here. So the first thing you want to do, now we're on 4.81.2 secs, which is not where we want to be. So, I don't know why the fuck that's there. Let's get rid of that. So now what we're going to do, you're going to roll right over Package Manager. You're going to click on Package Manager, Install Packages, and PS3 System Storage. The Rebug Toolbox is integrated, and not integrated, but it's installed already on the PS3. In the firmware, I'm sorry. So we're going to install our toolbox. Next thing we're going to do. Now we're going to go to a Package Manager, Install Packages. We're going to our thumb drive. So you're going to hit Standard. And you'll see there's the package files I already have. Now I install my shit in order. So first thing I'm going to do is install Cappy, which is Endstone. Then I'm going to go right back, same process, PSN Stealth Patch. And then we're going to go back to Package Manager, Install Packages, Standard. I install the Ninja. That's how fucking quick this goes. Package Manager, Install Packages, Standard, and motherfucking Multi-Man. So, that motherfucking quick, all our packages are installed. So we got Multi-Man, Ninja, Stealth Patch, Control Manager, and Rebug Toolbox. Now, here's the deal. You could disable the sysls with Webman. It's like L2 triangle. Again, I use that. I like having that on there because I can open that up and check the IPDS and see if it reflects and if certain things are going on. So that's why I keep that on there. But anyways, so now our next agenda, we've got our firmware installed, we have all our tools installed. Now we need to convert to DeX. So we're going to go right down. And by the way, on my Facebook page, and I think I even have it on here on YouTube, I've got a video how to convert to DeX. So this is the updated mode. So you're going to open Rebug Toolbox. And we're going to get this bitch open. Okay. So I'm going to click System Information. So you see our kernel and our target ID are both on secs. So we're going to fix that. First thing you want to do, we're going to go over to the selector column. First one over. Change your debug menu to DeX. And we're going to toggle Cobra mode, enable. And then we're going to go down to Webman and we are going to enable. Next thing you're going to do is you want to go to your QA toggle, enable it. This is all the way in the last columns, utilities. Then you simply press up twice on the D-pad, dump the EID root key. And we are going to dump that motherfucker. Screen's going to go black. Now I can tell you, and let me help you guys, that triple beeped right away. It didn't work. So I've got to go back in and retoggle that. If I try to convert that to DeX right now, it's going to give me a mistake. So I'm actually glad that happened so you could see that. So we're going to go back over, Rebug Toolbox. So yeah, once that triple beeps, it should pause for about 3 to 5 seconds. Then you know it was solid. So I'm going to just disable that, re-enable that, and we're going to go up here. We're going to dump the EID root key again. That was perfect. See, that took between 5 to 10 seconds. That's what you normally want to have. And that's what it does 99% of the time. Once in a blue fucking moon, it'll immediately triple beep and shut off. That's just having done this fucking 1,000 or 2 times. I know what it's doing. So once you QA toggle and you do that, you open up the toolbox. And we are going to go the fuck back over. So now what you want to do is you're going to go over to your DeX column. You're going to rewrite your target ID in Flash. Select yes, sex to DeX. That doesn't require a restart. As soon as you're finished, swap your LV2 kernel. You're going to hit X, X, boom. That quick, motherfucker. It takes 4 minutes to convert to DEX. So now we're on DEX. Now here comes the little, the part that catches everybody. When you convert to DEX, it changes your target ID on your region code on your IPDS. And I'm going to show you what you need to do to fix it. So the next thing you want to do is you'll notice now in your game column, Webman Games is showing up. So you want to go to Webman Games, and we're going to go to Webman Setup. Now I'm going to pause this so I can block the IPDS. Before I block the IPDS, I do want to show you this. Once this opens up, you can see CPU is RSX is running at 68 and 65. Now I'm going to pull this apart and repaste the chips. That's going to drop that to the low 50s. But if you go down here, you want to check Enable Dynamic Fan, and we want to set the auto on at 72. This is where I've always set them. And you're going to go to lowest fan setting, and you can generally set this to 35 or 40. And now those are set. Okay, what you're going to do when you switch to DEX, this is the console ID on the top one. Now, it's 32 numbers and characters. They put 16 in the first box, 16 in the second box, which I have blocked. I'm going to tell you now, 7 zeros, 100, 82000A. The first 15 are always the same, and then it depends on the region code. So the 84 is where you want to be at in the United States. So what you want to do, we're going to go up here. We want to check the IPDS box. Make sure that's checked. Then you're going to go to the right, and you're going to click in that very first box. And you are going to delete everything. Okay? Now, we already know the last letter was an A. So I am literally going to go up and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 0, 0, 84, 0, 0, 0, and then the letter A. Now, capitalization doesn't matter, but for shits and giggles, I'm going to capitalize it. Then I'm simply going to hit the start button on my motherfucking controller right here. It's going to back me out of there. And, hang on, let me pause this. I am now going to scroll down. You do not have to change the other part of the CID. Don't fuck with it. You just needed to switch that 82 to an 84. Don't try and delete 5 letters and change that. It'll fuck it up. You got to delete the whole thing. Again, type in 7 zeros, 100, 84, 000, and then you're generally going to have a 9, an A, a B, whatever. Type that last letter or number in. Get out. You're going to scroll to the bottom. I'm going to pause this. Then, of course, down at the bottom is the save button. You're going to click the save button. And then it's going to say, click here to restart. And you literally got to click on the fucking here. Then it's going to beep and shut off. Let me get this shit off of here. Now you are properly set up on fucking DEX. And you don't have to do none of that fucking bullshit. You don't have to go into your rebug toolbox and swap the kernel to sex and do any of that hillbilly shit, man. You're done. You can sign right the fuck in with this. So the last piece I'm going to do, and we want to install our control manager. And this one's pretty simple. Basically what you're going to do, it's going to come up and you're just going to select yes. Now, I already know that on 4.81.2 firmware, I need version 2.70 revision 6. I believe 2.80 is compatible, but if you go to Endstone site, which I have a Cappy tutorial, and it shows you all the compatibilities. But I stick with this because most of the tools at this point still use 2.70. So we're going to hit OK. And we are done. And you will see we now got our shit going. Let me zoom back out here just to make sure. Everything is loaded. And you are set up. Everything is ready to go. Now, a little shortcut. If you press your start and select button on your controller. Whoops, sorry. You'll see in the top right, everything pops up. You'll see I'm now on Dex. It's got the IP, all that bullshit sitting on there. And that's it, gang. You're ready to go. So your next step would be to install Multiman, accept the user agreement, and then you can go ahead and do that. You know what? I'm going to take this a step fucking further. I have two 2 terabyte external hard drives. They're formatted to FAT32. This is what I keep my games on. So my next step in this mission, I would literally click on Multiman, and we're going to go ahead and accept the user agreement. And I'm just going a little in depth on this to help you guys out. We're going to accept all 4 user agreements, and I will pop this on when it comes open. Okay, Multiman motherfucking open, and you will see this is where I go. I've got all my games, and I can get to anything, you know, no matter what I want to install. I can go up, go to the game. All I'm going to do is hit triangle, and if I wanted to copy it. So in this case, let's say I want GTA. And again, I have the Bless version, so if I go to my Square, you'll see I got Bless 01807. So it's simple deal. I hit triangle, copy. It's going to ask you to copy the hard drive. Yes. Boom, motherfucker. And that is it. So I'm going to give you a last little side note. We're going to take it over to the computer. So again, just using this as an example. This is your first half of your console ID. Again, it breaks it down into 16 and 16. All we did was go back in Webman, but you got to delete everything. And we changed that 2 to a 4. This is the region code, whether it's Japan, Korea, UK, could be 85, 86, whatever. But when you convert to DEX, it changes that to a 2, and you cannot sign in. What ends up happening is you will end up getting this error code. Hang on a minute. God damn it. I'm trying to type and hold this thing. So they usually look like that, or I forget the exact code. But that's the error code you generally get, and you don't want it. So, and then, of course, the rest of your console ID, 2, 3, 4. It's not going to be a 7. It's not going to be an S. But, you know, you'll be over here. Let's keep it simple. So, your console ID will look like that. But that's the purpose of that. So, a one-off on that, again, once in a blue fucking moon, it will give you non-compatible firmware, unable to install, no applicable data found. It's very rare. What I have found the easiest thing to do when that happens, when trying to install firmware for the first time, man, I just install Rogero's 3.55 downgrader. It goes to 3.55. You just QA toggle, install version 3.7 afterwards to fix the 999 error, and then you can go right to rebug. I also have a fucking video on that. But that's it in a nutshell. So as soon as you jailbreak these motherfuckers, that's what you got to do. Now, the one thing I'm not covering in here is how to tear it apart and paste the chips. Go to my jailbreak video. I strip the motherfucker down. I show you every bit of that. I would highly encourage you clean your system, get that crusty ass paste off there, and get that shit fixed. So, outside of that, motherfuckers, you already see we're rocking and rolling here. Got GTA cranking, and on a USB 3.0, it's a lot quicker. Down to about 12 minutes, and that whole 17.5 gigs will be copied over. But that's it. I will put the download links down at the bottom. When you copy that, everything will be ready to go. You will not have to do nothing with the firmware. It'll be properly named in the proper folder. Simply copy everything to your fucking thumb drive. So, you filthy, filthy motherfuckers, I'm out.